Ladies and gentlemen, Brazil's Joga Bonito has just beat Japan's Blue Lock in their first knockout match of the World Cup, moving on to the round of 16, finalizing their comeback since I believe like 2006. Let's talk about what happened. First off, as we all probably know, this was going to be a brilliant match since even before the match started. We all expected since Japan has been balling out in their beautiful football that have been playing, and of course Brazil is Brazil, of course they bring their Joga Bonito. Main event happened about 25 minutes in when Brazil had it in their own half and they were about to pass it, but little did they know they had someone lurking right here. He was able to intercept that pass quite quickly, get possession of it, and you know what, why not? Starts taking on Brazil's defense. He's able to successfully take 1v1 on Casemiro and dribble right past him. As we can see, once he does that, he gets so much space. Look at all this, all that time to think and take a shot. He's able to wind up and lets it go. And he absolutely blasts it past Alisson, even full stretch can't get it. I mean, how so? Let's talk about the shot right here. Look at this, he's floating, he's not even touching the ground. Again, look at all this. He even slips, yet he still has so much power. He's able to make solid contact on it. And here we have another angle getting it past Gabriel. And Alisson seeing it, yet still not even being able to get it. It ends up in the back of their net. And of course, the Japanese fans go absolutely wild, just leaving the Brazilian players in the dust. Eye on him though. Happy as can be, the team radiating with happiness. Only one not so happy is the man himself, Don Carlo Ancelotti. And fortunately for Japan, that's how the half ends. 0-1 to Japan, beating Brazil, one of the favorites. Japan absolutely in it. Neymar still on the bench, only being able to watch from afar so far. Yet this comfort would not last, as Brazil gets in a pretty good position and whips in an absolute banger of a cross. Not so much of a banger though, because we're having to center it right back in, gets on it, and Casemiro just right there, full stretch, gets his head on it. This is from another angle. I mean, look at him. He's literally flying and he gets contact. I'm not think about how powerful that is, but look at this. Tomiyasu, the Arsenal man, gets his head on it, fully squished. Clearance saved Japan's life. The whole stadium felt this, by the way. But again, Brazil kept knocking on their door. When Gabriel gets the box, settles it, and absolutely whips in a banger of a cross, the Arsenal man. And Casemiro, again, out of nowhere, just channels in his inner Ronaldo. And look at this. Leaps above absolutely everyone. Insane. And boom, he makes contact. Now look at that. Again, another angle, just leaping above them, even leaving the goalkeeper, who's been awesome. Japan's goalkeeper has absolutely been doing great. Yet there's not much you can do about that. He absolutely buries that into the back of the net. The celebrations coming in. And of course, thanking his man, fellow countryman, Gabriel. Yeah, can we talk about how he hit us with this celebration? Quick 6-7 celebration. Despite all that brain rot, unfortunately penetrating even into our sports now, we have Brazil again on the attack, gets a ball, and we're able to get it to Vinicius Jr. with his first touch. Look at this. For no reason, absolutely no reason at all. He just decides to meg him with the first touch. He breezes past him after that and just is able to breach their defense fully. The Japanese players scramble back to cover, and then he goes on and takes one-on-one. He cuts inside and acts like he's about to shoot, yet when everyone thinks he is, boom. He pulls a fake shot on them. Absolutely, that nutmeg, first touch nutmeg wasn't enough. We'll do a fake shot, humiliate all three of y'all, and just boom, he's wide through. I mean, look at this. He's got them lunging, falling over everything, and he's able to get that shot away. Right here, despite what they get, he still gets it away. Believe it or not, Suzuki, the Japanese goalkeeper, who has been outstanding this whole tournament. Again, this World Cup continues being the tournament of the keepers. He's able to get a hand on it, barely, despite being that close. Absolutely insane reaction skill. I mean, look at this. He stares it down until it hits the post, gets just enough to hit the post and bounce out. Again, keeping Vinny from scoring a goal. I mean, I think Vinny sums it up pretty well. I don't think I have to say much here. The whole Japanese country being in it. Suzuki, amazing, amazing. Yet for Vinny, that's not it. He starts riling up the crowd because he knows. At this point, it's around the 65th minute. Mateus Cunha comes off for another Arsenal gunner, Martinelli. Again, could you tell a little pattern in here? He comes on, and if y'all know, Martinelli can make quite an impact, especially as a sub, as he has been historically known to. This brings us to our next chance where Brazil actually is on an attack and Japan get control over it. Yet in this, the Japanese players just pressured way too much. And look at this. He loses it in their own box. He's able to pass it down to Bruno Guimaraes, to which he settles it on the top of the box. What's he gonna do next? Well, he's able to get that pass off to who else other than Martinelli, where he settles it. He winds it up and he blasts it, just looking full stretch. Yet there's nothing he can do. It ends up in the back of the net. This just completely killing the Japanese fans. But the Brazilian fans absolutely go wild. Martinelli doing it once again, leaving this man with no chance, unfortunately. These two men being the assister and the goal provider to put Brazil 2-1 up against Japan. And of course, we have to get the reaction of Ancelotti. Look at him. That's what is expected. The eyebrow. I mean, look at this. He hits him with them. Because this is what he expects from the Brazilian team. This is nothing less than what he expects from them. Of course, being nothing else but carácter. Nothing but respect between the two managers. This marking the end of the match, putting Brazil through to the round of 16, beating out Japan. With again the two Arsenal men, Martinelli and Gabriel, providing the assist and the goal to put them through, being ecstatic as to what they have just done. But unfortunately, that's not for everyone. The Japanese players and fans being left absolutely devastated. With, in my opinion, the one I most feel bad about is this keeper. He's been absolutely outstanding this whole tournament. Props to you, man. Absolutely props to you. Neymar looking on about as his team won against the Blue Locks, unfortunately leaving in disaster. It was a great World Cup campaign for Japan, I will say, but it just couldn't end off like that. Of course, Casemiro winning the man of the match, putting Brazil through with their next opponent being decided between Cote d'Ivoire and Norway. And I think that's going to be a pretty good match. We'll see who wins. My shout is possibly on Cote d'Ivoire. I don't know. I think they're underrated. I think Norway will pull just through, but it's going to be a close match. Anyways, Brazil are through. Please leave in the comments if I missed anything, if there's anything else I could add. And yeah, we're going to keep on pumping out these videos and see what happens. Next up, Germany versus Paraguay. And that's going to be a way harder match than you think. Bye-bye. Peace. Actually, going to leave this in one more time. I love this. Let's turn this into a meme, guys. Bye.